I wear the longest hair that I have for this video. Just for you. Hey you guys, since we are on the topic of just hair from my last story time, I thought I would tell you about the time that some dude wanted nothing to do with me when he saw my natural hair or weaves, wigs, anything. I really couldn't do anything right for this guy. So sit back, relax, get your morning donut, or I do have a lot of fitness people, get your protein shake. I don't know, just enjoy the video. So anyone who is an avid watcher of my channel knows that my thumbnails are little, they are straight up lies. They're clickbait. Yes, I'm so sorry. I lied to you right there. Whoever's watching, I lied. My white boyfriend does not have an issue with my natural hair or my wigs or my weaves or my braids. Nothing. Whenever I wear my natural hair, my hair just like super big and kinky. By the way, that was my little token cosplay. South Park fans unite. But he's just very into it. I'm just like, don't, get away from me. Stop. But a lot of people, and usually just over the internet or just people around that like to judge me for dating a white guy, usually speculate that he hates my natural hair and that I hate my natural hair, and the reason why I wear wigs is so I can fit in more with, you know, the white people and his white family. So they just think that I wear wigs because I want to be more like them. You know who does have quite a bit to say about my wigs, weaves, and natural hair? Oh yes, we are talking about that today. And just a little disclaimer, no, it's not every single black guy, but just because the many people say that I am insecure about my natural hair because of white people, we are just telling a story for those people that think that. My boyfriend now actually helps me embrace my natural hair, and just the black dudes that I dealt with in the past, not all black dudes in America, but the ones that I had the pleasure of being around, made me very insecure about my natural hair. So with that being said, let's get on to this story time. Oh, and to the people who are going to click off this video because I'm not gonna bash a white person, and me being black, I guess I'm supposed to bash white people. I already got your views, so ha, I gotcha. Thank you. All right, let's start. So this is coming from a time where I was super insecure, but for some reason I was never insecure about my hair. I still don't understand that. I loved my natural hair, plus I loved my fake hair because I could have any style I wanted. The possibilities were endless. I was super upfront about my hair always. I've never been that person to lie about my hair. If someone compliments my hair, I always say, oh, it's a wig, it's a weave, you can get it here. Here's the website, girl. Except for when I started wearing wigs in high school, because high school girls are mean, and they would just, okay? So I did lie there. I said it was a weave. I mean, I had girls tug on my hair just to let me know what their hands would do. That is just the lowest of the low. But after like high school and everything, I was like, girl, it's a wig. I don't know why people have to lie about it. So there was this dude from one of my high schools that just everyone loved, especially the women. He was athletic, perfect structured face, charming, always knew the right things to say. All the girls, and I mean all the girls, loved him. He was just amazing to everyone. Even the teachers were charmed by his presence. So at my high school, there was 2.5 black people. Me, this guy, some half black guy that seemed to be just scared of black people, because I would try to talk to him and he would be like this. So I just left him alone because he looked very uncomfortable to talk to me. So this was like my third school. I was new again. And it wasn't that bad at all. I made friends pretty quickly. People were very, very like just happy to meet me and include me into their groups, and it was just a very nice feeling to be new and actually welcome. For a change. You hear that? Anyone who's in high school and you see a new kid, just be nice, because it really does suck. So I get there and it's lunchtime, and these girls were very happy to have me at their lunch table, and they were very nice. We clicked pretty instantly, and we're just talking, having a good time, eating our delicious school lunches. Ew. And one girl turns to me and says, oh my gosh, do you know what can we call the popular guy? Cam Newton. Have you met Cam yet? And she got way too close to me. Her chicken salad was still up in her mouth, and I was like, can you chew your food first? But I was still new and didn't want to lecture people on how to eat like a civilized woman. no. Oh my gosh, you and Cam would make the most perfect couple. Sarah, Tiffany, don't you think Michelle and Cam would make the most perfect couple? I'm guessing because I was black and Cam was black, we would have been the perfect couple to these girls. It was very much the same situation as Carmen playing Keepin' Me to Token and the new black chick. When I saw that episode of South Park as an adult, I was like, that's freaking me. I'm that new black chick and they think that I'm just supposed to be with any black dude at the school. Very exaggerated in the show, but real life. I am a walking testimony of that. Whenever I went to a school with mostly white people and there was like 1 or 2 black guys, it was just deemed that black girl goes with black man. The girls run away and come back with Cam, the black guy, and sit him down and we all just start talking and me and him did click. Like, I come from a football family and he has that football type personality. I do sports, you know, I have that kind of personality and I click well with people who love and do sports. But here's the issue. I actually hate sports and I am a big, unapologetic nerd. All I watch is cartoons, and I would much rather watch Naruto over the Super Bowl any day. Actually, I would much rather watch any cartoon, even like the new ones that aren't that funny, over the Super Bowl. So our interests were just different. He was the cool guy. And even though I hung out with the popular crowd at this school, I still had my friends that I feel like I connected to a little bit more, which were the nerdy kids. I mean, I took the theater class and I was in theater club. And on the weekends, I watched Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. I mean, how much are we gonna vibe if I'm talking about Pokemon and he's talking about the top football teams? So the only thing that we really had in common was this. But everyone kept just mashing us together, just molding us to be this cute power black couple, and eventually we had a thing. I don't know what that means, but we had a thing. So one day he's walking me to the spot where my mom picks me up, and Cam was kind of an undercover asshole. He would say little comments to get girls to do whatever he wanted them to do, and he was good at it. So he says, "Why don't you ever wear your hair out of the braids?" "What do you mean? You don't like my hair, Cam?" "No, it's gorgeous, but I think it would be even more gorgeous if you wore your natural hair. I think it would be a step up from what you are now." So Cam didn't understand that my hair was long and thick. I have kinky, natural, big ass hair, especially back then. But it was a Friday and my braids needed to get redone anyway, so I had all weekend for me and my mom to do my hair. So we did the whole shebang. Let me just explain the process. Taking the braids out, 4 hours. Combing out the naps, 30 to 45 minutes, sometimes an hour, depending on how tender-headed I was at the moment. Coconut oil treatment, 30 minutes. Then you wash it, which takes about 10 minutes. Then you have to deep condition, which takes about 30 to 45 minutes. Then you have to detangle it again, which is another 30 to 45 minutes. Woo! Are you getting tired yet? Because we're still not done. Then you have to blow dry it. It takes about 45 minutes. And then the final step is the straightening process. Not with that flat ironer. No. We used the hot comb back then. Any other little black girls had to get the hot comb done on their hair? Any non-black girls use the hot comb on their hair? Any men? I'm very curious. Some of my white girlfriends that got the hot comb done on their hair. It was a long journey, but it was ready for the next day. So the next day I put on my favorite red shirt, my baby fat jeans, spruce up my natural hair, and I walk into school with the utmost confidence. And everyone was amazed. I was the talk of the school that day because you know you have nothing else to really talk about in middle school. You're bored as and anything new that happens is going to be the new exciting thing to talk about. So I felt great. People loved my natural hair. I loved my natural hair, and I go into my little group. People are going crazy over the whole not wearing braids thing. But Cam, which still irritates me to this day, because why the and who the was I to do all this work for a guy that I wasn't even really interested in? I liked the weird dude from theater class that played Pokemon cards in the corner with his odd friend. And I took the whole weekend to do all this work on my hair for this guy I don't even like, and I don't even like doing my natural hair or straightening my natural hair, and I'm doing it for this guy who is a dweeb. Well, actually, like the whole school loved him because he was the football star. But I just looked him up, just a little story break, and he's not a good person. He's still not a good person. And he got in trouble for beating one of the girls in school. It's just upsetting. I did so much work for a weirdo. So anyway, we are in the group and Cam says absolutely nothing about my hair, even though I did it for him because he was the one to suggest it. But I do think that part of it was because I was new and people have only seen my hair in braids, and I'm sure they wanted to know what my natural hair looks like, and I wanted to prove to people that I did have natural hair. I feel like fake hair is such a staple in the Black community, and this is obvious because of past historic issues with hair and everything. So it's just a very huge topic in the Black community. It's very, very important to us. And I think a lot of Black girls feel the need to prove that they have hair, because the misconception is that we are just freaking bald-headed under here, or that our hair is gross, or that it's that we hate it or something like that. And that's probably true back then, but now it's very different. A lot of people wear fake hair to protect their natural hair. But does anyone else feel that way, even if you're not Black and you wear fake hair because it's very popular right now to wear wigs and weaves and whatnot? Do you feel like you have to prove to everybody that you have real hair, when in reality it doesn't matter? So Cam still doesn't say anything. The bell rings and we start walking to our class, me and Cam. And it's just awkwardly silent for some reason. Eventually he said, "So is that your actual real hair?" "Yeah, it actually is. It's a lot shorter than your fake hair you wear." Well, no freaking Cam. Let's get this straight. Let's just think about this for a second so that everybody knows. If I'm gonna wear fake hair, I'm going to be doing the most. I want hair down to my black ass crack. I want blonde, I want pink, I want red ombre. The possibilities are going to be endless. I'm gonna catfish everyone. Why would I get fake hair the same length as my natural hair if I'm paying for something different? I'm paying to be extra, so I'm gonna get extra hair. I've always been like that, and it's part of my 10 commandments that aren't really real. You buy fake hair, you do the most. So then this wonderful guy says, "It's not even really straight." Wow, you really did it. You did it there. That one got me for some reason. It made me very insecure about my natural hair at a ripe young age of like 13. At least when I was 13, I didn't, maybe it was around, but I didn't get Brazilian blowouts and get that like super silky straight. Like my hair is very kinky, so when you straighten it, it still has like some oomph to it, like it's still pretty thick. And he didn't like that it was not straight enough. Then he says, "I don't believe that's your real hair. Let me feel your scalp. Let me feel your scalp. Let me feel your scalp." And then I see these big ass hands reaching toward my head and my very clean, it took hours to do hair. I don't know if it's just my own personal pet peeve, because I see all these like video memes of a guy like rubbing his girlfriend's hair and the caption says, "Best feeling in the world," and I just cringe because I don't like people's hands near my face, near my hair, because people are just gross. I think men scratch their penises and women probably help them scratch their penises.
Oh, you nasty.
All jokes aside though, working at the gym kind of confirms that people are just gross, and I just don't want people's hands here. Working at a gym, I've seen some things and I just prefer it to stay that way. So I rock Lita's arm and I'm like,
"Whoa, no touchy. No touchy. No touch."
And he then gets offended. He just literally snapped for some reason and was very upset that I wouldn't let his grubby teenage hands run through my hair and touch my scalp. And it could have been him getting upset, kind of trickled down from earlier in the week. He tried to put the moves on me and like tried to kiss me, and I was like, no, no, no. No, thank you. And maybe this was his way of trying to get close to me to try to again, and I was just kind of like, "Whoa!" And he was offended. You know how teenage guys are. At least the rude ones. So he gets upset and he says, "That's not your fucking hair anyway. Walk your own damn self to class with your fake hair." And that's exactly what I did. I walked myself to theater class, and there was the odd dude that played Pokémon with his friends, and he was just amazed that my hair was out of braids, and he was under the impression that the braids were my natural hair and that I had the ability. He literally was like this. You can pretty much be any character from like cartoons with your wigs and all the other hair. And I said, yes, I could. He was the one that motivated me to start cosplaying 15 years later. Anyway, me and Cam's thing was then over. No, nothing happened with the Pokemon dude because I moved schools once again. But yeah, so this wasn't a video saying, white man good, black man bad. White man love natural hair, black man hate natural hair. That's not what it's saying at all. I've actually had many different like white, Asian, Hawaiian guys be kind of like weirded out when I say, oh, I can just plop my hair off, or people just not liking my natural hair as much as my fake hair. But it's just to show that people judge me and my boyfriend, or judge my boyfriend and say that he is the ruler of what goes on with my hair. Like he is the influence of why I hate my natural hair. No. I was most definitely insecure, and I'm sure other black girls will chime in because it's very normal for black girls especially, I think, to be very insecure about their hair because our hair is so unique and so different, and you want it to be like everybody else, and our hair is really not meant to be like that. So why wouldn't we be insecure among a bunch of other things that women in general are just insecure about, especially in middle school or high school? So the start of me being insecure was usually from black people being very rude when it came to just my wigs, my weave, my natural hair. I felt like I couldn't do anything right. So now I just do things to please myself. And I hope anyone else, black, white, Asian, anyone who's watching, whatever color you are, you do the same, you live the same way and make yourself happy and nobody else. I mean, you want to make other people happy too, but you want to make yourself happy. Don't change yourself to make everyone else happy. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't twist my words. And the second reason why I wanted to post this is because when I and other girls can chime in, because I see it reading the comment section, if I post my natural hair, I'll always get that comment saying, yeah, right, that's fake, you're a liar, let's see your scalp. And I'm just like, I think these people just want to believe that you hate yourself, or you're hiding something, or you just have stucky hair and you're balding and your hair is thin and gross. And if that's what you really want to believe and it makes you feel better about yourself, please believe that I believe it. If that makes you feel good, believing that, please do. And then we all are just happy people, right? I'm sure that makes you very, very happy on the inside. And now I want you guys to vote about the next story time. Should I tell you guys how it was like dating a fat guy? Or should I do a story time on what it's like dating a bodybuilder? Which one shall be next? Only you guys can tell. Choose and tell me in the comment section, because they were both honestly pretty interesting stories. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on post notifications, follow me on Instagram because I post every single day on Instagram. The link to the video review on this wig is in the description, and I will see you guys next time.